All right, so I wanted to start today with telling you what I really like about this bag. So first off, it's a really good looking bag. It's got that kind of murdered out, dark, urban aesthetic without really being loud or flashy in any way. The kind of minimalist, stealthy look that I personally really enjoy. And I like black bags myself because they don't show a lot of dirt. They go with anything. This can be at home, either at your desk at the office, on a weekend trip. Really do like the aesthetics on this bag that they have going on here. So even though this bag is very like James Bond-esque level feature rich with all of its little unique designs, you really couldn't tell just by looking at this bag how many cool little versatile little touches that it has. Now, one of the things I really like about this bag are the grab handles, both the top handle and the side grab handle here. They aren't very thick, but they are wide and stiff enough so that I can really get a nice purchase on this bag. Even weighed down and fully packed out, I can grab this bag by the side handle or the top handle and really just toss it around very easily. It's not going anywhere. All right, and by comparison, I have my 25 liter Go Ruck Rucker here. This is a purpose-built rucking pack that I use. But the reason I wanted to pull this out is to show you how similar the handles are. Now, we do have some extra super crazy durable reinforced stitching here, but this has just about the same kind of webbed folded handle here. Same width, I can get a great purchase on it, and both of these handles do excellent for whipping this bag around when it's fully loaded out. Same with the side handle here. Nice solid handle here. So when I saw the handles on the Hybrid 30 liter here, I was very impressed that they actually made purpose-built handles for lugging this bag around. All right, so this bag only has one side water bottle pocket. I know there will be some people out there like, oh, I can't live unless I have two water bottle pockets. And personally, I only usually ever have one water bottle whenever I go. I don't really end up using the other one. I would honestly use it for an umbrella or something else. To me, it's not a big deal only having one water bottle pocket, but I don't know, let me know in the comments, do you need two water bottle pockets, or can you get away with just one? All right, so this water bottle pocket is a half mesh, half kind of panel material here. And what's really cool about this is because you have this panel material here, whenever you shove a water bottle in, it blends in really nicely to the bag, but you also have some stretch when you need it. So we'll throw a couple water bottles in here and see what can fit. So first we have kind of the tall electrolyte water bottles that you could get at a store. Fits in there very nicely. Next we got a 24 ounce Awala. Fits perfect in there. It blends in really nice with the aesthetic of the bag because it's got this half panel material here and doesn't really make the overall width profile of the bag super wide. One pro to having only one water bottle pocket is that if you had two and they were both full, you would have a bag that is that wide. So this can still give you a lot of utility while carrying just one water bottle on this side. All right, I stole this monstrosity from my wife for a second so I could see if I could fit it in, but this is a 30 ounce Stanley. Wow, that even fits in there pretty nice. And lastly, we've got a 42 ounce monster insulated water bottle here. This is gonna be a stretch. It's got a pretty wide bottom. Let's see if we can get it in here. Oh, wow. Yeah, even that worked. So one of the other cool things about having a side water bottle pocket like this that has the ability to stretch, especially when paired with compression straps, is the versatility to take gear that you would normally not want on the interior of your bag. For example, I could throw a tripod in this pocket here. And as you can see, it is kind of big on the side here, but with the compression strap here, I can easily kind of batten down the hatches here. And I have a secure way to carry a tripod, any kind of extra longer gear in here. The other thing I really like about this bag, again, going back to that stealthy, feature rich, but you wouldn't really know it just by looking at it, is We have clever little lash points all over this bag. Like, so for example, if I wanted to take this off and I knew I was gonna be in and out of my bag a lot and I just wanted to tuck that compression strap away, I could throw that onto that lash point, not have this dangling out, and there you go. You can easily get in. So I think the versatility that you gain by having compression straps on this bag far outweigh any frustrations that you could ever have by thinking, oh, you know, I can't get into my bag. I'm encumbered by a compression strap, right? All right, so we have a really interesting kind of quick access dump pocket here. So first off, this is a pretty deep compartment. So yeah, it runs to right about there. As you can see, that's a pretty large quick access pocket. Now, the interesting thing about this compartment here, upon opening, you'll see that this is a mesh pocket instead of like a line pocket. And I was thinking to myself, why would they do that? That is very interesting. Well, I found out that when you open the bag, so the bag opens up clamshell style, but you have access to that quick access pocket from the inside of the bag. I can see everything that I have here, and I don't have to flip my bag over, you know, kind of get back into this pocket there. I can easily see what I have and grab, you know, any quick access items that I need out of my bag on the go and quickly rush out the door. So now, longevity wise, you know, if you're putting some heavy or sharp things in here, I'm interested to see how this mesh will hold up over the years. But again, I was just blown away. Really cool design that you can access this quick access pocket from the inside. Another nice mesh pocket here. Perfect for a notebook, any other kind of accessories that you'd like to throw in here. And then in the main compartment, you got very generous room for, you know, like a large packing cube, a larger tech pouch, anything you'd like. So in addition to protecting your laptop, of course, maybe you're meeting up with a buddy after work and you want to go on a trail run, you can easily accommodate a second pair of shoes in here. Now, for those of you who don't use packing cubes or you just want to compress things in here, they have a nice compression strap built into the bag that has a little buckle you can use in case you want some extra security there. You got nice deep sidewalls here with a high visibility orange ripstop lining. The bag has that kind of compress mode and expand mode for when you need it. All right, so back here we have a hidden vertical pocket that you can see here. You have a lot of different use cases. It is getting cold outside, so I could definitely throw a puffy in here pretty easily. All right, so let's talk versatility here. So let's say I have this bag fully packed out. I have a lot more in here than I would need for, you know, just like quiet afternoon. Maybe I had one day of the week where I had to go into the office. I was gone all day long. Maybe I was going to see friends for the weekend, or I had a quick work trip. Obviously the bag is a lot thicker and it can carry what you need. Got clothes, got more tech items that I would need for a couple days. But let's say the next day of the week, you don't have to go into the office. Maybe I could just take this bag with me and go work from a cafe. You can take out what you don't need and then throw in what you do need. So throwing in a spare monitor, tiny little keyboard, see, just like a notebook, and then some headphones with a mic to, you know, take some calls while I'm out in public to block the background noise. So now that you've taken out what you don't need, obviously there's a lot of extra empty space in the bag. But the beauty of compression straps and a bag like this that folds into itself is now I can turn this into a slim pack. So I can really cinch that down there. And actually what's really cool is they even have strap keepers up here as well. So if you wanted to keep things nice and neat after you cinched it down, you definitely can. And what this ultimately allows you to do is run your bag very slim. So we're at 3.2, almost 3.3 inches in thickness when we're fully compressed down like this. So remember, when considering a bag to buy, all the features in the world, all the bells and whistles don't mean anything if they don't deliver the right benefits, right? So I think the real benefit to this bag is you can really replace 2 bags, because if you are looking for that really slim, hug your back, bare bones, you know, minimalist bag to protect your laptop for commutes or things like that, you have it in this bag. You can strap and compress this thing down and you have a really slim profile bag. And then maybe you're having a longer day at the office, or you're gonna go on a weekend trip, you expand the bag and you have your larger, wider weekend bag there, right? All right, so to look at the back panel and the straps here, we have a nice air channel that kind of goes between the shoulder pads here. Really nice padding. That is pretty thick. And then we have a vertical luggage pass through here that has padding built onto it. Pretty sleek design here on the straps. We have a few lash points where you can throw some accessories. So I have just about 0.4 inches with the strap thickness at its like thickest point. So these straps aren't the thickest of any backpack that I've ever used. However, I did find them to be quite comfortable when paired with kind of the shoulder backing here. So I threw this 30-pound ruck plate that I use with my Go Ruck Rucker in this bag. Under a lot of weight, you can tell if a bag has comfortable straps or not. And I did find this to be actually quite comfortable. It didn't dig into my shoulders super deep. It has a nice weight distribution and nice padding here. And I think really what sealed the deal here is the combination of these shoulder pads and how they position the straps felt pretty nice on my back with the ruck plate in here. So the whole benefit and point of having luggage in the form of a backpack is to make sure it is on your body, allowing you to move really fast, allowing you to stay hands-free, allowing you to overcome terrain that a roller bag or something like that can do. So when choosing a bag for your travel needs, I can't emphasize enough the importance of comfort when wearing the bag. If you're gonna have a bag that you're gonna travel with, use every day, and you're going to wear on your back, hence the term backpack, right? A bag can have all the bells and whistles and all the features in the world, and if it is not comfortable, it is not a good backpack, in my opinion. All right, now in the time that I've had this bag, I've really enjoyed it. I've been able to take it on a few overnight trips, had a pretty good experience with this bag, but in that time, I've identified 5 things that I would change if I could. Now, I need to caveat by saying these are extremely nitpicky changes because this is an awesome bag, but I'll just quickly run through if I could make a few tweaks to this bag, what I would do to change it for me. All right, so first thing I wanna mention is with the sternum strap that you have here, it's a very nice, supportive sternum strap. You even have some flex here. Nice little strap keeper to keep it from dangling all over the place. But the one thing that I would change about the sternum strap is I would put it on a traditional rail system. So usually there's like a little rail that sits on the inside of the padded shoulder straps here, and the whole sternum strap can just go up and down very simply. What I found is that while this can go up and down across this like nylon band here, I personally find the rail system on the sternum straps to be a little bit easier to use. This is nice if you just want to like set and forget it. It doesn't move on you or anything, but I did find that a traditional sternum strap on a rail is more easily adjustable. So that's one thing that I would change there. So one other thing I would change about this bag, and this is extremely nitpicky, is with the luggage pass through here, you can actually make a makeshift way to stow your shoulder straps away. This is actually a super cool feature that a lot of backpacks don't even have. So as you could see, if I wanted to throw this up and overhead, or if I was on a train, or I was, sending this bag, you could stow the straps away. Now, having sent backpacks many times in Japan, using the postal service and whatnot, I would really like this to be a bomb-proof way to stow your straps. Something could catch on here, and while you do get the benefit of tucking it away cleanly to carry it sort of like a duffel bag. I just don't think this is fully stowable. All right, so one other minor thing I would change about this bag is making these zippers truly lockable. While you can lock them here with a little bit of effort, I don't think these are designed to be truly lockable zippers. All right, so this is really me grasping at threads here, and it might just be a personal preference, but the only other minor thing I would change about this back pocket here is I would make this capacity just a little bit larger. Very nitpicky, but I just wish I had a little bit more room here personally. Might just be a personal wish list, but I wish this came in a 35-liter configuration. If I could get this up just another 5 liters or so, pushing this to 35 liters, I think this bag is a contender to replace a lot of large travel bags. I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about this bag? Is this something that you can see yourself using? Do you like the hybrid nature of this bag where you can run it as an ultra slim pack and expand it when necessary? As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.